What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. Taking a look at a match I had on yugioh Omega. I'm playing Raidraptors. Yes, this is Raidraptors. It'll make sense in a moment. My opponent's playing Mathmech Adventure, so pretty interesting. I do get to go first here, which is great, and I'm going to start with Chaos Space. He's gonna try to use Ash Blossom, and yeah, I play Crossout Designator. It's a combo deck. You just kind of have to. Essentially, like another copy of like Called by the Grave. But I used to play cards like Dinotherium, and I've replaced them now with White Dragon and Wyvern Buster because they're rank 4s, which is really good. They're dragons, which is much better than Dinotherium. And just Dinotherium going second kind of stinks, while these cards are just kind of like freely good that replace themselves. You know, they can turn into Striker Dragon. I did draw into Boot Sector Launch, which kind of stinks, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. I'll still be able to end on a bunch of interruption. Normally enough to beat a lot of people. So it's great, like being able to replace the white with the Striker Dragon, because then I can just use it as material for Rusty Bardige is fantastic. And I get to set this, from the deck here. I don't know. That's right. I haven't used this yet, so Soul Shape Force can bring this back. And this card is so good, because even though this is Cyber Dragon Infinity, Strangleanius to bring something back requires you to just have any XYZ monster. It doesn't have to be a dark one that has dark XYZ as material. So it still counts with Strangleanius and Infinity, which is really, really good. Although I don't think I needed the extender in this case. And my end board's a little bit awkward, but at the very least, so the reason I kind of did it like this, like why would I leave this on the board? Well, rank up Magic Force can go into Satellite Cannon Falcon. This is something I didn't add before, but I think this card's just a little too good. Like being able to destroy all of my opponent's spells and traps during their turn, which they can't respond to. I think I just kind of have to include. So I don't know what I was playing at this point. This was just game one, so I'm thinking I'm prepared for like Labyrinth or just anything else. I mean, most likely I'm going to go into Dark Requiem, but you just never know, and you want to keep your options open. And then Stragolanius is just on the board, so it's just a once per turn effect. I'll be able to bring something back and, go into like a rank 4, which is good. And I'm pretty sure he's going to try to battle through this, have only 3 cards in hand, and I have 1, 2, right? This is a pop, 3, 4, 5 monster negates with Dark Requiem is like... It's a lot of interruption, obviously. A non-once per chain quick effect destruction negate. This is one of my favorite cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it's just super underrated. Just kind of destroying all of his cards that he has on the board here. Now, I don't play F-Zero. Maybe I shouldn't even have brought anything back in this case. And I think I even find a way to not have lethal during my next turn. So that was kind of my fault. I shouldn't have brought this one back. But I mean, I guess I get to use this material, so it's really not the worst thing in the world. I think I could have just easily have gone into Arc Rebellion, and I probably would have had enough damage. I think I was off on lethal somehow, but we're going to keep going here. He only has 200 life points left. But I have Imperm, Fogblade, and an Omni Negate for his 1 card. So probably not going to be enough. He's going to go for a Temple. Of course, I will just negate there. He has nothing else in his graveyard. And then this is going to be the end of the duel. So funny when I know like I'm gonna lose, I just I always hit surrender, but some people really like to play it through. It's kind of funny. But let's go ahead and let's look at this. So this is like the best duel I think I've ever had in my entire life. And double Kaiju, a Harpy's Feather Duster, Recharger, and Paralytic Sea. This card's crazy. Absolutely buku bonkers. He's gonna go full combo. So Fateful Adventure is going to search him the field spell, which he's going to probably search the Omni Negate now, which is Griffin, discarding, the equip spell, equips back from the graveyard, nothing too crazy there. And then he's going to chain Griffin, so he's got the Omni Negate on board. I have the answer for it, luckily for me. And I actually got pretty lucky too, because he had used Diameter as material. So this was an Omni Negate, so if I just had a generic hand trap, it would have done nothing it would have been really bad, actually. And he's going to bring out Circular, which is going to search Super Factorial. Again, everything that he could possibly ever want here. He's going to go for Splash Mage to bring something back, probably to help him go into some more link material, like Heat Soul Talker, Decode Talker, Heat Soul. And I think he even gets to make an IP out of it. Set Super Factorial, IP, Heat Soul, Griffin. Let's see what I can do. I top deck a Tribute Lanius, which is huge. So there goes Gamma Seal, and then he's going to use IP's effect to go into an Appaloosa. So I have the other kaiju now I can special summon, which is great. Now he's going to use this. I was trying to proctor out Super Factorio, right? Because it sends from hand and field. All right, but he still has an Omni Negate on top of this. He's going to go. He's playing Click Turbo. And this interaction is so crazy. So what happened was when he brought out this Lapsian, I don't know how to say it. When he brings out this guy, the Prime Mathmech, it sends from hand, right? So what happened was it sent Tribute Lanius from my hand. And you're going to see. Okay, so now I'm going to try to use the effect of Striker Dragon. Like I said, he's playing Click Turbo. Boot Sector Launch does a little bit for me here, but definitely not worth negating. So what's going to happen is I'm going to use the effect of Striker Dragon. So what happens is you can target one face-up monster you control and a rocket monster in your graveyard. So Recharger was in my graveyard, obviously. And then you can destroy it, and then you get to add the other card to your hand. Now, this pairs really well with Rocket Recharger. What this says is, and you would think that how do Rockets and Raidraptors have anything to do with each other, but it's really just Dark rank 4 support. If a Dark monster you control that was special summoned from the extra deck is destroyed by battle or card effect, Striker Dragon destroyed itself, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, then target one of those destroyed monsters. Special summon one Dark monster from your graveyard with a different original name from that targeted monster. So I'm going to use the effect to now pitch Recharger and bring back the card that was pitched at the beginning of this turn, Tribute Lanius. Now I can go full combo. That's insane. The kaiju was so crazy in this matchup. Being able to use it twice as well, but just being able to fight through this board, like I'm off to the races now. Paralytic Seed is going to bring out another body. And I can just go into 4 Strix. Have not locked myself into Darks yet, even, like, by the way. So I can go into Soul Save Force, and then I can bring this back, Raider's Wing, from the graveyard. You know, go into Rusty Bardige, which is going to search me an extender. I can use Soul Save Force, which is going to bring out an Infinity, which is just absolutely crazy. I can take one of his cards already. And now I can go into, you know, the Dark Rebellion XYZ, popping his token, getting rid of the equip spell. He won't be able to use it anymore. Now I can get myself the rank up magic spell. I don't even think I actually need to use the Shade Brigadine because I just didn't have enough bodies to produce another XYZ. And I go into Evil Swarm Nightmare. I've actually teched out, and now I play Time Thief Redoer because this card is searchable. So I'd probably go into Time Thief outside instead of Nightmare, but it didn't really matter at that point. And I now have... So through all of that, I was able to build... it's an insane board. So, like, he had the XYZ that sent from my hand that had an Omni Negate, which he used. Then he had Appaloosa, which I was able to get rid of, and Griffin, right? So after doing that, I now have an Omni Negate, a pop through Rank Up Magic Force with Rusty, and then that turns into 3 monster negates, and I get to flip cards every time he special summons. And he starts with Small World, so that makes me really happy, obviously. Unless he could search, like, Sphere Mode, but that'd just probably be too hard of a bridge. It's, when he activated it and I let it go through, I was like, oh no, hopefully he doesn't have, like, a bridge to, like, Lava Golem or something. Because that would be terrible. But, you know, I get to pop there and then flip this down so he can't use it for, like, an Omni Negate. And that's seriously, like, one of the coolest duels I think I've ever played in my entire life. Being able to break a board, then go full combo are... It's awesome. It's just unfortunate that Raidraptors, you know, are so bad against Bystials. It's like, when there's a format that goes away from Bystials, that is when this deck can really start to shine, because it's pretty rough going right now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this match in the comment section down below. Other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.